During an earthquake, the first thing you expect are the ground to shake. Buildings sway, windows shatter, and chaos erupts. But something far stranger, far more mysterious, sometimes unfolds above in the sky. For centuries, witnesses have reported eerie glowing lights appearing minutes before the earth begins to tremble. Orbs of gold and violet hover silently. Streaks of lightning flash where no storm exists. Flames seem to rise from the ground itself, dancing against the night like a ghostly prelude. Blink, and you might miss them, an ephemeral, electric ballet that lights up the heavens with terrifying beauty. These are earthquake lights, one of the rarest and most mysterious natural phenomena ever recorded. Until 2007, they had never been captured on film, yet stories of their existence stretch back thousands of years. How could the slow, grinding motion of continents deep beneath the Earth ignite the sky? Could these lights be the planet's way of sending a warning before disaster strikes? Number 7. The mystery explained. There are several different types of earthquake lights. Some erupt out of nowhere and resemble sharp lightning bolts. Others stretch across the sky in green, purple, and crimson curtains that glitter and resemble auroras. Occasionally, bright objects that hauntingly like crystal balls drift silently. At other moments, it seems as though unseen hands are igniting a flame right in the air as the lights flicker like fire. The astounding variety of shapes and hues is probably related to how and where they are generated. These displays can be produced deep underground by the interaction of the atmosphere with the tensions in rocks and the emission of gases. In a way, every earthquake light is an unpredictable, transient, and breathtakingly beautiful natural experiment. Number 6. Historical sightings. More than a millennium ago, in ancient China and Japan, earthquake lights were first documented. Just before the ground began to tremble violently, farmers reported seeing fire dragons racing across the sky. Huge columns of flame were described by ancient Greek historians as portending the fall of cities like Helike and Bora. These lights were frightening to people who saw them. They were interpreted as signs of impending catastrophe, divine warnings, or retribution from enraged gods. Even though people at the time had no knowledge of fault lines or tectonic plates, their stories of moving bright lights in the sky were strikingly consistent throughout generations. The phenomena appeared to disappear from the record as time went on. When electric illumination was first developed in the 19th century, many reports were written off as electrical malfunctions or damaged cables. These lights could not be explained by modern seismology, which is based on accurate instruments. Earthquake lights were regarded as fiction, folklore, or even hallucinations for many years. Number 5. First photographic evidence. On December 4, 1965, everything changed. The first snapshot of an earthquake light was taken in Matsushiro, Japan by Dr. Kuribayashi, a dentist who loved photography as a pastime. Almost 8 kilometers across the sky, a brilliant aurora shone blue-white with a hint of reddish. He was unaware that the Earth was about to enter the Matsushiro swarm, a period of intense seismic activity that saw over 62,000 earthquakes between 1960 and 1967. Not everyone was persuaded by this tangible proof. Seismologists speculated that it might be a lens flare or a camera malfunction. However, similar reports quickly spread around the globe. Just minutes before the Cross-Sound earthquake in 1973, Jim Conacher was trekking in Canada's Yukon Territory when he took a picture of yellow orbs floating over the mountains. Before an earthquake that cruelly claimed over 250,000 lives in Tangshan, China in 1976, fireballs lit up the night sky. Sightings persisted into the 21st century. CCTV footage of turquoise columns of light before the 2007 earthquake in Pisco, Peru, while films from Mexico and Morocco in the 2000s showed glowing phenomena emerging immediately before significant earthquakes. Number 4. Scientific theories. Despite centuries of observations, earthquake lights remain largely mysterious. Several scientific theories attempt to explain them. None completely proven, but all fascinating. 1. Gas emissions. Yuji Enomoto, a Japanese seismologist, proposed that gases like radon and methane, released from fault zones under extreme stress, interact with the atmosphere, producing light. In the Matsushiro swarm, cracks in cooled magma released high-pressure gases, which may have combined with electrical charges to create luminous displays. 2. Piezoelectricity in rocks. Former NASA researcher Friedemann Freund proposed that under stress, quartz and other minerals produce electrical charges. Electrical charges can move through the Earth's crust at tremendous speed when tectonic forces bend or fracture these rocks, ionizing the air above and creating visible light. The majority of complaints originate from elevated areas, since the effect is amplified by peaks, ridges, and mountains. 3. Solid-state plasma. Rocks may go into a solid-state plasma condition when sufficient electrical charge builds up in them. Like a plasma trapped inside a solid, the rock's particles move quickly. Witnesses throughout the world have been enthralled by the fireball-like displays created as this charge explodes through the Earth's surface. 3. How and why they occur. Because certain circumstances must coincide, earthquake lights are uncommon. Peroxy bond defects, which are microscopic flaws in the crystal structure typical of volcanic rocks like gabbro and basalt, must be present in rocks. Positive charge carriers, or holes, are released when the force of an earthquake cracks these rocks and moves through the Earth's crust. The charge needs to be strong enough to reach the surface and interact with the air in order for the lights to show. Mountains and cliffs are examples of surface features that can intensify the effect and create displays that are brighter. As transverse shear waves travel through the crust, shaking atoms like a line of people traveling along a jolt, lights may occur minutes before an earthquake, signaling steady stress accumulation underneath or during an earthquake. 2. Can they predict earthquakes? Earthquake lights have been used by some people to save lives. Before the earthquake occurred in 2009, a guy in L'Aquila, Italy, relocated his family to safety after seeing flashes in his kitchen. Just before the fatal Tangshan earthquake in 1976, a geologist in China sought refuge after seeing seismic lights. However, scientists are still at odds. The phenomena is too uncommon and erratic to be a trustworthy early warning system. The lights are so rare that it is impossible to rely on them to make reliable forecasts, according to Bruce Presgrave of the US Geological Survey. However, scientists like Freund are still investigating whether earthquake lights may be incorporated into global seismic predicting systems. 1. The global mystery continues. Every continent has recorded earthquake lights, but South America, Japan, Italy, Greece, and China are the most notable. They are incredibly beautiful, ephemeral, and unpredictable. They remind us of the unseen powers beneath our feet and cast doubt on our comprehension of the deep workings of the Earth. The lights are a physical manifestation of the enormous power contained in the Earth's crust, whether they are the result of chemical processes, electrical discharges, or plasma occurrences. They provide a window into mechanisms that are undetectable to the human sight, forces that have the power to destroy entire cities, but can also occasionally be seen in the sky as bright, fleeting beauty. Before the ground trembles, the Earth speaks in brief bursts of light. These enigmatic earthquake lights serve as a reminder of how little we actually know. They are a combination of nature's caution and awe. They are silent, uncommon, and magnificent. The next time the sky sparkles before an earthquake, stop and observe. It might be attempting to communicate with you. To learn more about our planet and the mysteries it conceals, subscribe.